We've got it live right here on 2K Sports. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into Luis Scola. He's checked in for Patterson. Damari Carroll comes in for Johnson. And it's Lee in for DeMar DeRozan. Different look here for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Adrian Payne comes in for Draymond Green. Looney's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Freak subbed in for Curry. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Freak in at point guard. Ezeli is out there with Payne. Then it's Thompson. Joseph with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Valanciunas hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. And that ties it up.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
There's a screen. Thompson dishes to Freak. And the Warriors miss again.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Right block shot. Carroll with the rebound. Toronto's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And a wide open look for Lee. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. Now that's confidence right there. Passing up an easy 2 on the break and letting it fly from three-point range.
Joseph, the pass to Scola. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Scola's got his first points of the night.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
There's the bucket, good.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And Joseph gets to Valanciunas. He feeds it to Carroll. Here's Joseph. The shot will not go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute. And shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Thompson against Ross. Looney passes to Freak, and he gets it to go. Freak's got his second bucket tonight.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Patterson getting better every season. He said that his college...
I think my 3 years at Kentucky.
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is. And for the Raptors. Golden State also making some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Vitor Faverani. Payne comes in for Draymond Green. And Freak subbed in for Thompson. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Freak in at shooting guard. Payne out there with Bogut. And there's Iguodala. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
It's DeRozan with the drive. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Patterson. Scola comes in for James Johnson. And it's Lee in for Ross. Curry kicks to Payne. Inside, here's Freak. And another basket for Golden State. Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge. Outside DeRozan. Here's the screen. Down low. Shot by Joseph. No good.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Freak dishes to Iguodala. The 19-foot shot, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got assist number 5 here tonight. Raptors trailed by 8. And Joseph kicks to Patterson. Wide open. Good. He hits the jump shot. Patterson's got 8 points.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
On the wing, Thompson. Freak kicks to Green. Favarani passes to Freak. Joseph with the rebound. Joseph's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And now let's check in on the 2 guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. DeMar DeRozan on top.
You know, you watch him on a game-in, game-out basis, and he just puts on a clinic defensively, both in terms of effort and technique at that off-guard spot.
Well, it's a combination of the all-out effort and the flawless technique you just talked about. I mean, that's allowed him to climb that list. I mean, he's rightfully regarded as one of the league's toughest defenders.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Johnson the screen. Here's Lee. An easy layup after coming off the pit. Lee's got 6.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Free throw good. Freak. And both free throws good from Freak.
They've been ineffective in this one. Just no slowing down for Freak. He has 12 points, and he's picked up 1 dime.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Carroll, no one around him. Off target from 3-point range. Last outing for Toronto, unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, and the foul trouble coming down the stretch. You know, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
From down low, and the rejection by Ezeli. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And that one's good. Freak.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Pass to Carroll. Johnson sets the screen for DeRozan. Lets it go. Another miss by DeRozan.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
That's good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Pass to Carroll. Now here's DeRozan. Defense is right there. Another miss by DeRozan.
This touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
To the middle. It's stolen by DeRozan. "19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Joseph. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Freak. He's in at point guard. Payne out there with Looney. Then it's Vitor Favarani, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. Here's Freak. Another shot. So the Warriors get the win here. A narrow win.
Thank you, Kev.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.